Hello there, my name's Mari B, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2, aka the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let's go ahead and pop back on in. The start screen is
this
sick,
is the story
right?
of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley Parable 2?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Fucking
call
balloons.
a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Imagine how
This
much Stanley gets paid to do
complete
literally
isolation.
fucking nothing, right?
Something was very clearly wrong.
You wouldn't be
Shocked,
surprised if
frozen
what's his name from the
solid,
back rooms if it's
Stanley
also took
found
some
himself
inspiration
unable
from
to
this.
move
Yeah.
for the longest time.
I could totally
But as
see
he
that.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wait, we can
But
close
Stanley
it.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Oh shit.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit! They are not letting me close the door. I have to go through. All right. Oh, we got our bucket
Stanley
back.
picked up the bucket.
Thank God. That's all I really needed was the bucket, you know?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, right, the code.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I heard that there's an achievement
Crushed by
if you
the weight
do.
of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion
The
and
office.
chaos.
The bucket office.
It would be with him always. The bucket would. And
Of course.
he knew it. The
We
two
love the
of them
bucket.
were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the
Right,
bucket
808?
that he didn't
8.
notice the keypad
Oh, oh.
behind the boss's desk.
8.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Nothing for... Oh, you just wanted me to write boob. Up and played. 6, 7.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. trying to
Damn.
input anything.
You got me with that
device was
808,
useless,
right?
Since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Make
the
sure to
bucket
keep blinking
guiding
so your eyes don't turn into raisins.
This is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
If not
Soothing
for the
him,
bucket.
Comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank goodness we've got our
Stanley and the bucket walked straight
bucket.
ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Wait, where's our bucket? Oh, I see it. Okay, good, good. I was a little scared there. Little worried that we didn't have our bucket.
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The bucket's wondering now? Okay. Plot twist, the bucket is Stanley's mother. The bucket is
Monitors
our
jumped to
maternal
life,
figure.
And Stanley nearly dropped the
Emotional
bucket in shock.
support bucket, truly.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
That is such a good point, Cad.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's
No, it
influence
could
as
never.
well?
The bucket would
Had
never
the
betray
bucket
me
been
like
told
that.
to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Onward!
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Welcome
As
to the Mind
cold
Goblin
reality of his
facility.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped
Bucket.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
What?
Silly
What?
birds. The control buttons became active again.
Oh!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
Oh my
living
goodness.
through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken,
There's not
this
even that many.
was surely the best. And Stanley...
Is this the true good
Stanley.
ending? Oh. Oh shit! That is an ending. I guess we just keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm curious what happens. Wait. Is there no other? I'm curious what happens if... Oh, hey, bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay, here we go.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
That's okay.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Hell yeah, it
and
is.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
The bucket was wrong!
Stanley took
Stop,
the door
that's
on
so
his
funny.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to
Wait.
the top. There's something up there
Wait
I
a
need
second.
you to do.
Do you see that?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Fuck! I
It
fucked
should have
up.
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose
How do I
not
get to that?
think about this obvious
How do I
fact.
get to that?
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
How do I... How do I get to that? What happens if you follow the same path that took you to the second game? That was behind the new content door, which I don't think we have anymore. How? Ah! Bean time. All right, let's see. Let's see.
No, stop! Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Okay.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't.
The bucket's not a bucket?
Please,
Oh!
step in here for a moment.
Okay. I will not question this. Go in the bucket room.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
I love this.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us
Is
everything
this
we'll
a
ever need
bucket?
to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's
do
begin.
it.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Oh. Two endings in this? I guess we could choose bucket or not bucket. When you think about it, everything is just a figment of our imagination, therefore the bucket is and isn't a bucket. Oh my gosh, Schrodinger's bucket? This is not a bucket.
Correct.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
To bucket or not to bucket, that is the question.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No, it's not a bucket.
Correct.
Fuck!
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh my god. Okay, what happens if I say it is a bucket?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Shit!
Correct. This is a bucket.
Oh.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah. No.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm sorry, what?
This is a bucket.
How is that a bucket? It's a human-sized bucket. That's so true. It holds a human.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? No explanation?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
No.
Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
You're the bucket.
I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. 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 No.
Is
Not
everything
the
gone? Why
bucket.
did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Ooh, true.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
We can't let them
All right,
know. I
here
know.
we go.
It's proprietary info.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
My
mean?
poor bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps the confusion and
Yes!
the chaos all seemed to melt away.
My
as Stanley
bucket!
embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Yay!
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than
The bucket's always correct.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
Said the bucket.
Right, I want to try to get to that
meeting
thing.
room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Let me
go
get...
to the cargo lift.
Let me jump. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Y'all. Y'all. Oh, my gosh. Wait. Y'all. Y'all.
You found one of them.
Yay!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yay! We did it! I wonder if there's anything you can do down there. I don't know if there's a safe way to drop down, though. So we're going to instead go into the little thingy back here. Stanley's sad. Stanley's going through a lot. Stanley's kind of going through it, y'all. Oh, where does this take me? Oh! Okay. Oh, a lot of VHSs. Narrator dialogue? What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down, it doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
Interesting.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
What?
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What? Okay.
All
Alright.
of his co-workers
Where's my
were
bucket?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee. Meeting today in the meeting room. Shit, I do need to go. Because I want to find the
Spread through
figurines.
Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
That's a very good point. Oh! How we can find them. Bottom text. There will be a reward for finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves, lies. Who are you? There will be cleaning of this wall required. I want them so much. I want to go home. The large room, lots of boxes. Inside the sequel exhibit. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I like these. Okay, a private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, so it's in the bathroom for the boss. Nearby a fireplace, somewhere both red and blue. Okay, hold on. I'm taking a photo of this because this is important info. This is good info to have. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Interesting. Oh, wait. Are these photos of... We can do it. Red room. Thank you. Good luck. Oh, these are photos of all of them. One of them's on a toilet. That makes sense. Oh. Trust the completionist instinct. No, truly, it's gonna be so unsatisfying because they're not gonna do anything. It's not even gonna be an achievement. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless. TBH. True. Oh, cargo room. Oh wait, is that where I was though? Okay, so let's go do the bathroom one.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom
does not
closet
get my
believes
bucket.
it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I need to go up because I need the room. Yes!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or
Mini-stands?
what about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Yay! We got another! Okay, so we got that one. And then there's one that has to do with stairs, and one by a fireplace, and one by some... Wait, there's a fireplace right here. Is it this fireplace?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
What's with this
fire,
sound?
if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Okay,
It would
let's
be
see.
with him, always. The bucket
2,
and Eve.
8,
The two of them were
4,
inseparable.
5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Is
Was
it never
the
gonna
bucket
give you up?
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, so was this not the fireplace in question then? This was not the fireplace. Oh my goodness. Somewhere both... Oh! Oh! It
Back
was!
to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. We have something to do with stairs and something both red and blue. So maybe I need to get the red and blue doors to come back up again. I'm trying to remember how we did that, because I think we're on the way towards it. Actually, we might not be.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Like, where
Although
was
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Maybe because of the bucket, I won't meet a death that's violent. That is
The
so
door
funny.
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
That's okay. I look forward to and welcome my death. Yippee! Oh, okay, sick. Death time. Yippee! Bring on my death! Bring
As
on
the
my
machine
death!
whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
I knew that was coming and it still got me.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Oh, the bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. Oh, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and sustained. Nope. Substantiated. My bad. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Is this all going to be about the bucket now? Oh my goodness. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Hey, where'd my bucket go? Where'd my bucket go? Where's my bucket?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
They took my bucket. Not my bucket. Where's it going? Oh, it's just staying up there. Rude. I think I should get to go to that exhibit. Ooh, look at all those buckets. Any of those buckets could be my bucket. Oh, that's more than 25 buckets. I'm very certain of that. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. That's more than 25. That's definitely, that I guarantee. A bucket with 2 handles! 2 handles! 2 handles on the bucket! This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Ooh. Inferno bucket? A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Is that like a reference to like Dante's Inferno? I could also see you having the oh my god, what is her name? The lady that the Trojan War was started over. They could do a bucket at her as a bucket. Oh, cave drawing. Cave drawing bucket. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity as worthy of its treasures. Amazing. I want to see what the other one is before we go further upstairs. Also, hi, Mumbling Berry. Oh, okay, cool. Glad I did this. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies equal holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation again, I guess. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. The stress bucket, presented without commentary. Isn't that commentary on its own? That there's no commentary? I love this. Wait, is there a second bucket? Oh my god, the deer have a bucket of their own. Look at them enjoying their bucket. The bucket gets to be enjoyed by all.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Oh.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I want to go in there. The hanging bucket. Oh, that's the one that... Oh, that's... Oh. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitability, is for our own good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alley-oop? Oh.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay.
Let Stanley die.
Oh, this is the opposite.
Crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game.
Okay, yeah.
Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Okay.
We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, shit. I mean, the bucket kind of died with us, right? Don't take the bucket. That's going to be
All of his
really
co-workers
emotionally
were gone.
difficult.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know.
When Stanley came to a
I'm
set
trying
of
to
two
remember.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Was that on the right? Yeah, I think it was.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And then I'm fairly certain we do what we've been
Stanley
doing.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
And
ago.
we're going to go over that way. Go down the stairs. Huh?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
We'll have
but
to
the
go up there
fact
at some
is
point. I
that
realize
the
we haven't
story
ever
has
done
been
it.
about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I
The
want
bucket
something
is
bad to
beautiful.
happen
You're
to
so
you?
right.
Why? I don't know how to
Here it
convince
is.
you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
No
show you
buckets
something
past this
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. You're getting close now, Stanley.
We did it!
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Jesus. Why'd you have to make it sound scary? Thank you. I appreciate it. I think we just have one left, and it should be stairs. Something to do with stairs. That could really be a lot of places. Okay, we have not tried the red door yet, so we're going to do that.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
Oh,
that it's
no.
killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh!
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh. What's this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh, this is so nice. that a donut? Donuts also make me happy. Oh, green ones now. Oh, this is so nice. How are we supposed to leave this? It's so nice. I want them to come back up so that I can stare at them in a circle. Oh, we got red too. It's Christmas. Oh, this is so nice. This is so pretty. I'm glad I'm not super tired right now. Or I'd be falling asleep. This is nice. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at all of those. Look at all of them. They're just gonna stay in place. They're not gonna leave. Okay. Okay, let's go to the door then.
No,
Ooh.
wait. Where are you going?
Whoa, look at that. Oh, I feel so bad because he really enjoyed that room.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay, what if we go back? Would that make you happy? We can go back. It's okay. We can go back to the room.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Those are the stairs of legend, I believe. I was surprised. I was like, huh, that's the one gay part of the game that I know. How have I not gotten to it yet? Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, sorry, we're gonna go kill ourselves.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Oh, you're so right. What if I go back? You wanna go enjoy that a little more? Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Are you are going to stay here, aren't you?
No. It's a figure underneath the stairs. I don't think so. Oh, under these stairs. Wait, that's a really good question.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
I don't believe it is. That's okay, though. Sorry, narrator. Boop-a-doo.
No! Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back.
I feel really bad for him. Oh, this is like...
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Oh.
Can you do that for me?
I'm so sorry. I'm moving slow as fuck now. It's on account of the fact that I'm almost
Perhaps you can.
Perhaps
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
But here's the thing. Remember the scene where we kept pressing the button and we freeze and he realizes that while no changes happen to him, he has to talk to someone for him to feel like there's value in his life. It almost feels like Stanley and the narrator are two parts of one whole. The narrator talking and Stanley moving. And so it's like keeping Stanley here without movement is kind of doing the same thing as keeping the narrator like without anyone to listen to him. Like those scenes are kind of parallels with each other. Just as it was torture for him to not have anyone to talk to, it's torture for Stanley to not be able to continue moving forward.
Perhaps not.
And we can't progress the game and we can't do anything. And then what happens? Do we close the game? Do we turn off our computer? What happens to them after?
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
I feel so bad.
You wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
God, I feel so bad. This is the one, isn't it?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
And that has been part 3 of the Stanley Parable. If you enjoyed this playthrough, please consider liking and subscribing so you can join me again for more of the Stanley Parable and other games. Have a nice night.